It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on 1st down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. 16 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Benson once more. Juke the defender. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Oh, what a stiff arm.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Matt Prater for the point after try. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
19 tight. Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. Jukes out of one stop. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Play action now, Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you got 2 more downs to try to find the first.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the fun. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Benson. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 6 now. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's cut at the 25. This play goes for 36. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They'll throw it. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. The throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has it in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This ball is caught by McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Now Murray on the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Murray. Defense too much. The Seahawks grabbed him down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These defenders, they can just feel it. They're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack just like that.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Running back sent in motion.
70 range, 70 range.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Mustang 19. Go. Chap 60, chap 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer, 19 Lion.
He's back to throw. Chased out to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side to Brown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Nineteen tight.
From the 32. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Touchdown, Seattle! Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Buys top. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
I think his decision-making were to check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. He'll wind up and heft it deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cardinals have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Murray here on first down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Benson scores. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Kyler looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterbacks have been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now on 1st down. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Bails out of the pocket quick. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Benson now from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, Murray. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. Getting out to his left. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Throwing from the gun here. Has a man, it's Brown. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
70 range. Here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. A throw right side finds Cup. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, you kind of expect this to happen a couple of times this season, right? They catch the rookie here for roughing the passer.
Yeah, that comes with experience, Kate. Rookie is so excited to make plays in his first season. You just get that tunnel vision on making the sack, and he doesn't realize the ball was already gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it near the 8. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Quick throw left side, complete. It's a Seattle touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Throwing now. This reeled in by Benson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Trying to find Trey McBride. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw. Benson's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.